This is the plaintiff, Denise Lamar. She says she was driving out of the defendant's pizzeria, drove into a gaping pothole, and damaged her car something awful. She says this lawsuit is not personal because the defendant happens to make a good slice, but her car was busted up in their badly damaged driveway and they should pay. She's suing for $562, the amount she's owed. This is the defendant, Joseph Verdicchio. He says the driveway the plaintiff was exiting the parking lot from wasn't his. His driveway was recently paved, and she exited from the other side of the lot, which is owned by someone else. Besides, the pothole's only 3 inches deep, not nearly the deep crater the plaintiff claims it is. He's accused of not giving up any dough.
Thank you,
You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay, Denise Lamar?
Yes, hi.
You're suing Central Pizzeria, represented here by Joseph Verdicchio.
Yes.
You are the manager?
Yes.
And you have permission from Pasquale Verdicchio, who is the owner, who is what to you?
My father.
Your father, okay. You're suing them for $562, the amount that you say you are out as a result of damage that happened to your car when you went to get a pizza. Who knew it would be this expensive, a pizza? Okay.
No, actually, I was dropping my son off to work, and I always get a pizza when he had to drop him off.
Well, you got to get a pizza if you're there.
Course.
All right. Your son used to work there.
Uh-huh.
Okay, he no longer works there.
No.
Having nothing to do with this case,
No,
right?
nothing at all.
Okay, good employee, nice kid?
Most of the time.
Most of the time, okay. All right, so what happened?
Okay, I was exiting the parking lot after I dropped him off to work on March 5th. As I was exiting, I hit the, I guess it was the spot of water.
There was a puddle?
A puddle of water going out of the driveway. And I got the pictures to show you, and it hit so hard, it like clunked. And I was like, what the heck is that? I tried to move the car, go out of the driveway, and my car was stuck, like it was like scraping, and I was like, oh my goodness. So I just kept pulling, I just pulled off of it, and I tried to drive toward the highway to go home, like I always do, and I heard noise, it started to sound like a truck, like a motorcycle, like, and I'm like, what the heck done happened? So I pulled over. As I got, because I speed up, the more I speed up, the left tire was shaking, starting to shake more and more. Because the more closer I got on the highway, you know what I mean?
Gosh.
So I pulled over in a gas station, and I looked under the car, and it was a pipe hanging, dragging. People was blowing their horn at me, and I didn't know.
You didn't hear that? I mean, you feel it and hear it.
I had the music up loud, and I kept hearing this noise, though. And I turned the music, and I'm like, what?
I'm trying to imagine what you could be bouncing to, what you could be jamming to that's so great that you can't hear a tire. It's a tire iron, right? That was dragging,
the rod,
and the muffler?
That was shaking, the left tire, the tie rod, but it was the exhaust, the pipe, that long pipe.
Scraping the ground. How far did you drive before you stopped?
About two or three blocks, like 2 or 3. I say about a mile.
And then what happened?
So I was nervous. I was like, I can't drive. I'm scared to keep driving because people was blowing their horn.
Oh, good. Eventually, you got scared to keep driving.
Yeah. Right. I called the person that just did my oil change the week before, and I knew they had tow in there. And I called him. I told him. I said, this is what's happening to the car. I just got hit a pothole, and I just shake it, and I'm terrified to drive it. So he said, don't drive it.
Don't drive it.
I'll come tell you. And
can we get an overhead shot, please, of the area so you can show me? I would like you to come over. I have Google Earth up here.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's try something. Can you, by looking at this, can you tell which one's the pizzeria and which one's other stuff? Come on up here. Okay.
Oh, I see it right here.
Go ahead. This one.
It's right here, right? The hook.
No.
No?
No.
Where's the pizzeria?
Right here.
Okay. Where's the front of the pizzeria?
Right here.
Okay. Where do people come in through?
Right here.
Over here. And then there's a back door right here.
This is their parking
Everybody's
area.
Situated? Everybody's got it?
Parking area,
okay.
Yes. And this is the entrance. And
okay, Mr. Verdicchio, you can go ahead and go back. You stay right here.
Okay. You stay.
Okay. Show me point to me how you drove in.
I come in this way.
Okay.
I drop my son here.
Right.
And I exit this way.
Okay. Okay, what is that building that you're going around?
This is Lloyd's. Which is part of a furniture store, and this is the other part of the furniture store. This is the other part of the furniture store.
Okay. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, what have you got in your hands?
The pictures of them.
Let's see.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so she says that this driveway is in a state of disrepair. It's got a hole here. Nobody takes care of it. And therefore, it ended up damaging her car, and she wants you to pay. What's your answer to that?
No.
No? Okay. Could you be more specific?
Is the defendant responsible for this pothole problem?
I think the person who owns the property is responsible because if they didn't make it clear that there was a pothole there and the person...
What, you put a big sign out saying, pothole?
I don't know, yes.
Is that what you do?
I would put a sign out there so all the drivers knew. That way you wouldn't be responsible. Whatever.
So you're driving along and you hit a sign?
Better that than a pothole.
Okay, what do you think? Final word.
I think he should be able to fix that.
Well, he should be able to. The question is, was he required to, going inside the courtroom?
I understand that she did go through that driveway and did hurt her car, and that's, not good, and she should get compensated for it. But by the owner of the driveway.
Okay.
Which I am not.
Who's the owner of that driveway?
I would imagine it's Lloyd's.
Okay.
Furniture shop.
Now, you sued Lloyd's, right? And what happened when you sued Lloyd's?
The judge dismissed the case without prejudice, so I can bring it back again. He said because he is very sure that Lloyd's is not the owner of the driveway.
Okay. How would the judge be very sure that Lloyd's is not the owner of the... Were Lloyd's lawyers there when that happened?
No, I guess he presented stuff from the city because he went to the city to find out who actually owns the driveway. They weren't. They couldn't tell him. He said that they couldn't tell him.
Somebody
who
owns the driveway.
That's
what have you got? Show me what you've got.
I have a survey.
Okay.
That clearly
and the survey
shows,
says.
And it clearly shows where our property is and which driveway we own.
You guys own 30A, 31, and 32?
Correct. There's 3 buildings.
Right.
And
how do customers come to your store? You have to have an easement or something.
Well, if you notice up top, there's a driveway, and I actually do have a deed here that says we have an easement to use that.
Okay. So where she had the accident is a portion of property that you say belongs to the furniture store, but that you guys have an easement on. Otherwise, customers can't come to the pizzeria.
Exactly.
They got to have their za.
And we have an easement.
They got to. Okay. Here's the problem though for you is that when you have an easement, the law is that she could sue either of you. She could sue you, or she could sue them. She could sue both. She can't collect twice, but she could sue either of you. So I don't understand why that judge dropped it against the furniture because she could sue them too. Yeah, that's what but if you have an easement, you have a duty to maintain. When you have an easement, you have a duty to maintain and keep in good repair, just like if it were yours. Otherwise, absolutely. I don't know why you're looking at me like that sideways.
I'll
tell you what.
You're right. You're probably
but just so you don't have any confusion, I'm gonna photocopy the law and you can take it with you. All right. But yeah, when you have and it makes sense because how are we gonna have people using stuff and then not having to be a partner in keeping the stuff usable for the public? Okay. So what happens between you and like out of curiosity? Do you get along with the furniture company?
Oh, no.
No. Oh, do tell. Tell me.
Well, they supposedly, if he doesn't own that driveway, he puts his furniture trucks there, blocks the entire driveway for hours upon hours at a time. So several times we have called the police to say, this guy is blocking our driveway. We can't get through. Nobody get through. When we have deliveries sometimes that come to us, they have large trucks. They can't get through and we miss out on some deliveries. So the police do come and they say, well, it is his property. He could technically park here because if you look
He can't though, because you have an easement. When did you finally get your hand, or did you always have like the easement to show the police and stuff, or they don't?
I say about 6 years ago or so, we bought that final building that actually had the entire parking lot and the back driveway. You
might have to go to court to get that little mess straightened up, because also, what does that mean? Has this been repaired?
No.
Right. And so the next car is going to come and have another accident. You don't want to pay for it alone because you feel like you should both pay for it, or you feel like they should pay for it because they own it.
I should feel, exactly.
But it's probably more appropriate that you both share the expense. But it's joint and several. It's not halvesies. Well, she can go against it. We're done. She can go against either of you. Now, I'm going to issue a judgment against you in a minute, and then you're going to take that, and you're going to fix the thing. This is what I would do if I were in your shoes. Okay? Then you're going to fix the thing. You're going to take those 2 bills, and then you're going to go to small claims and sue the furniture company. And then you're going to say, because then you have a judge involved. You show it to that judge, and you explain to them, there's a deed, and you bring the easement, and you bring the deed, and you show that it's their property, all right? And you say, I want half this bill paid by them. We both have a responsibility to pay this bill, so I want half of this paid by them. And then there's a judge issuing an order from then on about how, you know, putting a little peace between you guys. Maybe that's the way to do it. In the meantime, you had an actual on the merits defense that you wanted to bring up, which you claimed that kind of damage couldn't have been done with 3 inches.
I mean, I have pictures, and we have a ruler. We took a ruler out and showed that it is 3 inches high.
If you look, you see how low my car is.
Yeah,
my car is very low. It's a Honda Civic. Do you
have a picture of your car?
It's right there, the white.
I understand that. So if you see
that's going to depend on how fast you. Well, if you don't see a pothole because there's a puddle like there is in the picture.
It's not. It's not like it's a road that you're driving down the street. You're going.
You are not an accident reconstructionist. Whether or not that could do this kind of damage is really something that's going to depend on how low your car is. It's pretty low. Yeah. It's not as low as some, but it's certainly lower than others. How fast you're going, and whether the thing is visible. Whether I look at her and say, you got to pay part of this because it's visible. It's not visible. It's a pretty big lip, I got to tell you. All right. This 160, though, that you're suing for rides, what's that about?
My aunt is here. She had to come from Newark to. I go to the doctor. I go see a rheumatologist. I see a pain doctor. I'm disabled.
Okay.
And I see doctors like 3 times a week at least.
Okay.
She had to come from Newark to drive me around. I couldn't drive my car.
Why didn't you take public transportation? Is there no public transportation?
No, there's none. No.
There's no public transportation in your town?
But no, it's not like you can't really get around. Yeah, there's one bus that goes to New York.
If you're disabled, then doesn't SSI pay for your transportation? I know it's better to have your aunt take you, but don't you have?
I don't know. I've never.
I'm not going to give you the 160. I'm not giving you the $160 for your aunt. That's not happening. However, I am giving you the muffler and the tire iron, and I am giving you the tow. And I'm ordering you to pay $402. Verdict for the plaintiff.
Okay. Thank you. She did me. You need to treat.
All right, so let's talk to the pizza guy about losing this case. What are you thinking here?
I'm sorry, I don't agree. I know I'm not a lawyer, nor do I know much about the law, but
or a accident reconstructionist.
Apparently not. But I just thought that I'm sure she should be compensated for her damages, but
the judge told you what to do. Are you going to follow her instructions? Fix the thing, take the easement and everything into court, and sue the furniture store for half?
I may try, but I also would like to have, in all honesty, if I was going to lose, I would have got an estimate, because I don't think $402 to put on a muffler
it's too late for that now. Yeah, I mean, that one's done. Are you going to go after the furniture guy?
Maybe. Well, we'll discuss it with the family and see what,
You still want her for a customer at the pizza shop?
Always.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Right down there.
Thanks, guys.
All right. So, you risked losing your good standing at the pizza shop by doing this to him.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Why?
They love me as a customer.
They do?
Yeah. They love my son, even though he don't work there.
I mean, if they would kick you out of that pizza shop, where would you go for your pizza?
I don't know. I would have to send somebody in to get me a slice of pizza.
Send her to buy you pizza there, the driver. Were you satisfied with what you got out of this thing?
Yes. I just wanted my car fixed. It wasn't nothing personal. I didn't want to get rich off of it or anything, But I did have to pay for transportation.
All right. What does Harvey have?
Okay, this is kind of interesting that everybody thinks that the property owner is responsible, but in this case, if you have an easement, which is the right to use somebody else's property, it's your duty to maintain that easement generally. And if you don't, you're going to be responsible for damage just like a property owner would be responsible.